And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for Desmond Bane.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Red Van Vliet out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Alperen Sengun. Then it's Bird, and it's Bull in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Clark in at center. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Over Bull. That misses off the backboard. Now here's Caruso. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Sengun excels at finding the open man.
Caruso against Morant. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Sengun, following the basket by John Morant.
Highly skilled and intuitive. Sengun is a handful. This is where some people compare him to a Jokic.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 74%, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Second free throw, no good.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Sengun with the traits every coach loves. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Memphis. Here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. And here we go. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now, here's Bane. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Here's Jackson. Basket good. Jackson's got his second bucket.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Van Vliet kicks to Bird. Sengun inside. Guarded by Jackson. Sengun no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Clark the pass to Jackson. The 3 from Morant. It's rebounded by Sengun.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bird misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Van Vliet. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Offensive rebound. Caruso, the pass to Bird. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Bane against Van Vliet. Fires the 3. And Desmond Bane good for 3.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Caruso. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Bird passes to Caruso. Puts one up from 19. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Caruso against Morant. Jackson in the corner. Here's Wells. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Van Vliet finds Bull. A wide open look for Bird. Bangs home the trifecta. Bird's got 5 now.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Clark with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a basket. Bull inside. He's against Clark. That one drops for him.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to Bane. From the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Morant. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that when Şengün timing the block.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. As you look at Memphis, they would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
When I look at Memphis, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Now Simmons, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Back to Simmons. Pass to Bird. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Now just a 1-point Memphis lead. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Aldama passes to Jackson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jackson's got 7 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It goes on Brandon Clark. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Memphis leading. Morant, right side. Yep, it counts. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
With some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Bird, and it's denied. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Bird. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Wagner. 3-on-3. The high post shot. He can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Beverly against Morant. And Aldama has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Wagner finds Simmons. Here's Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bird. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bird's got 12.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Bain against Christie. Bain passes to Morant. And it's Bird with the rebound. Bird's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner kicks to Simmons. Bird looking it over. Count that one. 14 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morant against Beverly. And that one's good. Morant.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Now here's Bird. 14 points for him. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the inside. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now, here is Bird. He's got 16. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Beverly on the wing. Bird fires from 18. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Here's Simmons following the score by Memphis. Shot's good from Bird.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Pass to Edey. Memphis moving it around. Payton for three, and that's collected by Bird. Poked loose. Payne with the steal. Here's Aldama. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Memphis trailing here. We've got Jaron Jackson. John Conchar out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Edey. And it's Aldama with the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
First one falls for him.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred VanVleet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
Williams, he's checked in for Conchar. And so VanVleet nails both of them. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Christie against Williams. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. He can't get that one to fall. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Christie, and there's the drive. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Williams inside, defended by Christie. Here's Kennard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And VanVleet picks one up.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That free throw, good from Kennard.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Christie. He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Reddish. Caruso looking for an opening. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Williams against Caruso. Williams passes to Aldama. Back to Williams. Jackson from long range. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
VanVleet kicks to Reddish. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Kennard for 3. Caruso grabs the miss. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Caruso's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Outside Williams. Pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Caruso against Kennard. Now VanVleet. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Şengün. And the rejection by Jackson. Aldama with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a handout.
Here's VanVleet. Up and in on the layup.
How about Fred VanVleet? The ability to carve up the defense on the dribble drive. Nice.
Pass to Edey. Kennard against VanVleet. Jackson a screen on Caruso. Williams passes to Aldama. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams' shot is off. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Going inside, and it goes down 2 points. And it's now only a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Williams passes to Aldama. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's VanVleet. It's deflected. Here is Williams. Still yet to score. Jackson a screen on VanVleet. Kennard the pass to Jackson.
Hey, let's get it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, brother.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer.
If you're new to the stream, this is my Magic Johnson Larry Bird series. Check my channel for the description, guys. We got a game. We got a game going here. I can't talk. I got to concentrate. Memphis is on fire tonight, man.
That is the pass to Şengün. Over Jackson. And
oh, man.
Off the right side of the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Now Kennard. Pass to Williams. And here's Jackson. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes
take a timeout on this one. For anyone that may be new to the stream that's watching, this is my 1986 Larry Bird versus 1987 Magic Johnson series, where I take Magic and Bird and put them in the modern era, and I build teams around them with expansion draft players. With the rules being that they can only have certain players, you know, up to a certain overall. And we take also, I pick certain plays that I believe would highlight their skills here in the modern era, both old school plays as well as new school plays. So I've also done the same thing with Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, from 91 Michael Jordan, 2006 Kobe Bryant, and 1962 Wilt Chamberlain. It's all on my channel, guys. You can go check it if you want. We got a game going here. This is good. I don't want to ruin the stream. I think I saw a new person say something, so I just want to make sure he knows what's going on for his benefit. So, sorry for those that already know what's going on. I just want to make sure the new guy feels welcome. So anyway, guys, back to the action. We got to get back in this game because Memphis is on fire right now. We got to get, I want to go completely defensive right now and just go ahead around Bird, but man, our inside guys are having. And this is why we're missing Duren. Remember, Duren's out. We're missing Duren. We're missing his defense and his rebounding right now. We could use it, man. So once again, looks like the Birdman's going to have to carry and save the day. We'll see what happens, guys. Sit back and enjoy.
Connected to the got to want to work.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Bain comes in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Luke Kennard. Van Vliet up top. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now,
Now remember,
a little too close for
Team Larry Bird is trying to catch Team Showtime for home court throughout the playoffs. So this game is important.
To Bird. Over Wells. Bird misses. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Fires for three. And Ball pulls it down. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bird, the pass to Ball. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump
Also,
shot.
I want to politely ask everyone, if you're enjoying the stream, please give these videos a like so we get these things noticed.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw.
Check out my channel, see what I got. If you like it,
then accept.
considering subscribing, hit the
Jackson's
notification
checked in for
bell.
Memphis.
I got more where this comes from. I'm not going to stop. I got so many scenarios. So many scenarios in my mind. Most of all, guys, kick back and hang out with me and have fun. My fellow basketball lovers.
Masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Lets it go with a three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
High IQ of Fred Van Vliet is why he is so good in pick-and-roll action.
And they double up Morant. To the paint, and stolen by Ball. Tipped away. Morant with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack.
Team Bird just not getting the rebounding.
The Grizzlies have gone
The
2
loss
for
of
2 in the
Jalen
game at the
Duren.
line.
I'm going to have to put Larry Bird at power forward to help out on the boards. We're just not getting the rebounding. The loss of, I'm telling you, for those who may be coming in late, Jalen Duren is out. He's been gone for the last 2 weeks. He's not expected to be back for at least until the end of the season. He's our main rebounder. Without him, you can see it. OKC. We got away with it against the New York Knicks and the Clippers. But tonight, you can really see the difference on the board. So I'm going to put Bird up front. We're going to take Şengün out. We're going to move Caruso up to the small 4. We're going to go with a defensive backcourt with Cam Reddish. See if we can cause some turnovers, man. Let's get Beverly. Let's get some Rough Riders out there. We got Cam Reddish. We got Beverly in the backcourt with Caruso. Center's going to be Wagner. And we're just going to see if we can cause some havoc, get some turnovers, get out and run.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Caruso. Sinks the three-pointer. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can see Patrick Beverley lifting his team with his ability to find an open teammate. Pretty pass.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Wagner on the wing. It's blocked. They retain possession. Over to the wing. Fires the three. Caruso, no good. Memphis leading by 12. Down low. Reddish grabs the rebound. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Wagner left side. Pass to Bird. Back to Wagner. Takes the 13th and got it. Another basket.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set back in 1961.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Jackson. Pass to Beverly. To the middle. Here's Bird. And he drops it in from the low post. Bird's got 22 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Bain with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Jackson kicks to Wells. A three from Morant. It's good from long range. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
1:10 left to play here in the half. To the right side. Pass to Beverly. Now Caruso. Guarded by Bain. Caruso, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Bain kicks to Jackson. Wells passes to Morant. Inside, here's Clark. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance out for
Larry Bird is having trouble with the speed.
It's on Larry Bird.
This is what this series is about. This series is about showcasing the strengths and weaknesses. Bird is having trouble adjusting to these modern era forwards. The off-ball movement is giving him problems. You can see it.
And that one falls for Clark.
His pace and pace style.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 14. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Bird with it. Guarded now by Clark. Wagner from long range. Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. Bird's got 24.
Woodenberry power forward.
If you're only looking
better
at
position to
the
rebound.
play
Gotta do it.
You think his team.
Nobody else can fight Jalen Jackson off.
That one's good. Morant.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
On the wing, Bird. And out of bounds is Memphis.
Oh, man. Had Jalen Jackson. Out of bounds.
That kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that.
This second half is going to be furious.
One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Hope you guys are enjoying, man.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Grizzlies out in front.
The Memphis Grizzlies are trying to get in the play-in tournament.
From the FedEx
Team
Forum.
Bird,
You're watching
remember, Team Bird just played last night in Boston. No time off, has to travel cross-country. Not cross-country, to Tennessee. Needless to say, they have no rest, a back-to-back. And the in-season fatigue is probably playing a factor right now, I would think.
Welcome to the halftime show.
But the biggest thing is that the loss of
this
Duren.
around, it's going to be a long road back.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the
Larry
call by
Bird,
Kevin
no
Harlan and the
assists.
crew.
That's got to change. Got to get some other players involved. Usually it's Şengün or Bowl, but tonight they hadn't doing it because Jaron Jackson Jr. and Edey up front are taking them out what they
with
want
the
to do.
second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Outstanding game from Larry Bird.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Bird out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Bull in at the center, filling out the middle. And slam dunk by Clark.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Şengün against Jackson. Now, here's Şengün. Not a lot of room. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Wells with it. Picked up by VanVleet. That's tipped. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. 6 points for Fred VanVleet.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred VanVleet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
Payne, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. On the wing, Bird. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bird's got 26 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Şengün with the screen for VanVleet. And here's Morant. He's got 16. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. Simmons checked in for Bull.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 25.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clock at 6. Here's Bird. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaron Jackson.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Free throw good, Bird. Bird hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Morant kicks to Bain. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. They double team Şengün. For three, Van Vliet. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. Morant outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Now here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul.
Oh, we've got a moment here. The top free throw shooters in the league. You look at Bird, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA. But I don't
Got
think
Ben
you can
Simmons
doubt
with
any
Jaron
of his
Jackson guarding him.
abilities. Cross-positional
Jaron Jackson has 3 fouls. Trying to get that 4th foul on him.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet.
Maybe we can get him out of the game.
Doors, both you and I have been covering this.
Then we have to worry about now with Ja and Desmond Bain.
Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Simmons with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Morant. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 10th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game.
That's 4 fouls on Jackson. We'll have to take him out. He's in foul trouble now.
And his floor awareness
that should open up our big men to be able to dominate the side now.
10 assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass.
Jackson's out.
Grizzlies making a switch here.
Now our big men should be able to prosper.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Memphis leading by 10. Pass to Bain. Here's Wells. It's hauled in by Bird. Bird's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
A guy who's ready to fight for it. Şengün using that strength to get that one to go.
To the inside. Tries from the block. Edey. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to Bird. Pass to Caruso. Beverly for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now here is Bird. Here's Caruso. Pass to Beverly. Simmons inside. He's against Clark. Tries from 7. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. This one for 3. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Beverly the pass to Caruso. Here's Bird. Good, he hits again.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
And there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty, that'd be a bit of an understatement.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. And it's Clark in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Bird left side. Back to Beverly. Down low. Bird kicks to Şengün. Fires from way outside. And Payne pulls it down.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Morant outside. Over Simmons. And it's Morant missing. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. No good from Simmons. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Now Wells. He has 7. Clark outside. Here's Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got 23.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Alperen Şengün.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Reddish with the double team. Clark with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Shoots from 14. No good from Clark. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. For the 3. And it's Beverly missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Clark kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Such a wide open look. Aldama's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Christie. Puts up a three. Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Morant passes to Aldama. Payne for three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Pass to Christie. Here's the three. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Now, here's Clark. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wagner. Here we go, one-on-one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Beverly on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Wagner passes to Bull. Over Edey. Bull can't hit. 1 second left. Oh, he nailed it.
Oh, my God.
What a shot. And listen to this place.
Look at Wagner. They can't believe it. Dave. That was quick. Oh, my God. Ja Morant has taken over. Larry Bird. You got to play, Larry. You got to play. Man, this is a tough one. I'm putting Larry at the small forward. I'm going to bring back my biggest screen setters. I need some screen setters. I know they're going to come back with put Wagner up. Caruso. We need offense. Patrick Beverly. I suspect Ja will probably be on the bench, so we can bring Van Vliet in right now and get some offense while Ja's resting.
Reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
Here we go, guys.
Doing well. They're at 45%. Desmond Bain out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Edey. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bird outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denied. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
The ball goes to the away team.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 13-point game. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
In that matchup against the Bucks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Şengün's checked in for Ben Simmons. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Caruso. Wagner outside. And here's Bird for three. Connects from three-point range. Bird's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Wagner outside. Pass to Şengün. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet on the wing. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Aldama with the ball. And the shot goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Bird right side. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Bird's got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Edey. Payne looking around. Kennard setting the pick for Payne. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You see the offensive versatility there. Bain stepping inside the arc to take that mid-range.
Now Caruso. Now here's Şengün. Defended by Aldama. 3-pointer, Bird. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Aldama inside. Defended by Caruso. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bird. Yet another bucket.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season.
Larry Bird.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Free throw good, Bird.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. While the team is up, coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Right wing. Caruso kicks to Wagner. Some solid defense from Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Larry Bird.
At the line from Memphis.
Bird couldn't compete with his speed.
And he knocks down the first one. And Wells drops them both. Here's Van Vliet. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Now, here's Kennard. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Bird against Payne. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Bird. Van Vliet outside. Bird against Clark. Bird inside. Over Clark. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Bird's got 41.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
A shot by Wells, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Bird can't hit. Memphis leading by 8. Launches it. The Grizzlies with another miss. Gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And blocked by Bane.
And look who's right there to stop it. Bane with some crucial timing on that block.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaron Jackson, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Bane. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. The visitors on defense. Trailing here by 8. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
14 foul.
Jackson passes to Aldama. On up there for Clark. Doesn't go for him.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Bird on the money from 12 feet away. Bird's got 43 points.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Jackson down low. Bird's there. No good from Clark. Gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The first one falls. Some changes for Memphis. Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bane in for Luke Kennard. And Simmons drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 28 points for the game.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Bird against Jackson. Bird kicks to Reddish. 5 on the clock. Bird, the pass to Beverly. From about 16. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got assist number 5 here tonight. Christie against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Shoots the 3. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Simmons passes to Bird. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Wells with it to the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clark against Simmons. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Reddish kicks to Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. On 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Bird. Drives to the hoop. Makes it off the glass. Bird's got 47 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Christie against Payne. And here's Jackson. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Larry Bird.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Wagner's checked in for Ben Simmons. Both free throws good from Jackson.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
Now Beverly. Pass to Christie. Bird outside. Over Jackson. Bird can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And the foul called on Larry Bird. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. The visitors with the ball. Here's Van Vliet. On the wing, Bird. From past the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. No good from Bird. Wells passes to Jackson. Şengün with the rebound. Here in the 4th quarter, around 41%. Van Vliet on the wing. Pass to Bull. Bird outside. And good! He hits it again.
And the 50-point games continue to add up to him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, 2nd place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963. And that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Bird outside. Şengün with the screen for Bird. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Wells in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Caruso, no good. Memphis leading by 6. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Şengün.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And, yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, incredible. They just does not back down.
32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's Bird for 3. And the rebound by Jaron Jackson. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
At the line for Memphis, John Morant, taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Guys, what do you think?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And here's Bird from the arc. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And what's their best move at this point?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And here's Bird for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Pressured that shot to get your hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Ja Morant.
Boy, and there you have it, Team Larry Bird drops a game and out here in Memphis. Remember, Team Larry Bird just played the Clippers last night, and they had to travel from home over here. So this was a back-to-back on the road game. So they came to Memphis and stepped on a landmine because, man, Memphis was on fire throughout this entire game. Jaron Jackson was a defensive monster protecting the basket all night. Larry Bird scored 54, but it wasn't he just scored 50 in the previous game, and it looked beautiful. This was a desperation 50 because nobody for Team Bird could hit a shot. It was ugly. This was, man, let's take a look at the box score. We'll get to them first, but Larry Bird, 40, that's you don't want to see that. 41 shots to get 57 points. That's desperation. Şengün, look at that, 3 for 10. My goodness, brother. 3 for. They just let Larry Bird down tonight. Bird did everything he could. This is why Bird's assists were off. They had attempts. They just wasn't hitting their shots. Guys just did not play well at all. Look at that. Caruso, 3 for 8. Şengün, 3 for 10. Bull, 2 for 6. Reddish, 2 for 5. Christie, 1 for 4. Wagner, 0 for 3. 0 for... Jeez, man. The only one I could play worth a darn was Bird. I didn't even notice how bad they were shooting until the only person that played relatively decent was Van Vliet. 5 for 10. Everybody else shot like crap. Bird has the game of his life just to keep... Yeah. They should have been blown out, man. Without the Birdman out, this would have been a blowout. Sheesh, look at this stat line for Memphis, though. Ja Morant, 12 for 20 from down for the field, 4 for 7 from downtown, 29.6 rebounds from your point guard. That always helps. 7 assists. Jaron Jackson didn't even play the full game. He was so dominant. Remember, he got in foul trouble early in the third quarter. He still finished with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks, and went 4 for 4 from downtown. Totally dominant. I told people coming into this game, Team Larry Bird was getting off easy playing against those smaller teams. With the loss of Duren, we felt it tonight. We got away with it with the New York Knicks because they didn't really take advantage of the inside, but here you felt that Jaron Jackson destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed Team Larry Bird inside. It wasn't even, look at that. It's not even fair. Bryant Clark, 10 for 6. He goes 6 of 11. Desmond Bane, 5 for 14. He didn't shoot particularly well, but they didn't need him to. Because between Ja Morant and Jackson giving you that, plus the 7 assists, I mean, Ja, I think, accounted for how many points? Ja accounted for 46 points of the team points tonight, and Jaron gave 28. That's pretty much 2/3 of your offense right there coming from 2 guys. And it's just a matter of these guys chipping in what they did. So let's take a look at the highlights. We'll go with Team Larry. Well, I'm not even going to showcase Team Bird. Like Larry Bird said to the Celtics in the finals, you guys played like sissies. Remember after the Rambis foul when Kevin McHale fouled Kurt Rambis after the game. The Celtics were playing. Well, it was before that game. The Celtics were playing like sissies. Well, that's what happened tonight. These guys, look at this. That is some of the most abysmal team shooting you will ever see. That is the definition of hero ball. And it's on purpose because no one else could shout. That was a beautiful shot by Bird right there. Let's take a look at Bird's highlights. Birdman kept him in the game all along. That was a beautiful shot. Jaron Jackson just took over the game, though, in the paint, man. That was that steal where Bird stole the ball and then dunked it. Just keeping it alive. Even Bird managed to actually hit that late game 3 when the game was really in doubt. Yeah, but he shot 50% from downtown, 50% from the game, scored 57 points, 13 rebounds. But the assists weren't there, not because he wasn't trying to make the plays, it's because these guys weren't hitting shots. The shots that Team Bird normally hits, they didn't hit tonight. And Bird had to go into the bag. I mean, he had to go in the bag. That's just what happened. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Jaron Jackson Jr. and then Ja Morant. I feel like, in my opinion, Jaron Jackson is the star of the game. In my opinion, he really. If you read in the description of this video, I said coming into this video, Jaron Jackson was going to be a problem, and you saw it. Read the description on this video, guys. By the way, for all you guys that are new to my channel or don't even know, I put synopsis on every one of my videos so you guys can follow the storyline on every one of my videos. That way you guys always know what's going on. So I take the time and give them like a little synopsis on each one of my videos. So you guys can read that and figure out, in case you missed a couple games or whatever, you come in late. Or you might just come back to this maybe months later and just want to follow it and just revisit this. You can follow the storyline. But, geez Louise, man. Holy crap. Team Larry Bird, man. Now, what makes this loss so bad is now they're going to fall behind Showtime in the race for home court throughout the playoffs. But more honestly than that, we're seeing that if you look at it, Team Showtime has more ways to beat you than Team Larry Bird does. I think it's starting to show that if Team Bird doesn't get his post-up players to really, dominate or do anything, it just devolves into a Larry Bird, hero ball fest. I hate to say that, but it does. I mean, because you saw it. I mean, we couldn't do anything with the post-ups. And when the post-ups don't get respected and they're not getting double-teamed and then they're not producing points, that's when you start running into problems because we don't have any good one-on-one players. We don't have any good one-on-one players, with the exception maybe with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons can't finish. Ben Simmons is a very curious case because he can create a shot, he just can't make a shot. That's his problem. Most of all his points come in transition, as you see right there on the right-hand side. It's transition bucket. Şengün, man, 3 right now. You can't have your second-best player giving you 3 for 10, especially when his role is to be in the post. Like, we expect Şengün to give us at least 19 points a night. I'm expecting 19 points a night from him. He gave us 6. Okay, I just leave it at that. We expect 19. He gave us 6. Let's get out of it. Team Larry Bird just wants to get out of Memphis. We're getting out of here. Team Larry Bird just get out of Memphis. Let's just get out of Memphis, man. Just put it behind us because guess what? It don't stop. They're still on the road. It's a 3-game road trip. Now you get 1 night off. Now you got to go out to Utah. Keep in mind, you got to go out to Utah. Now keep in mind, let's take a look at the standings here. Yep, that puts them 2 games behind Showtime. They're not going to catch them now. The chances of them catching Showtime. Showtime will have to go. They're on a 5-game winning streak after they got their streak snapped by Bird. In that amazing game, in case you guys may have missed that game, where Bird and Showtime matched up. It was an amazing game. Check it out. It's in my playlist, guys. You do not, man. That was a good one. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move this along. I think it's going to be Utah and Team Bird. Yep. So then they get 1 day off, and now they got to travel cross country to Utah. Nope, it's going to be Lakers and Showtime first, and then it'll be Team Larry Bird and the Jazz. So it's going to be LeBron and Magic one more time. And it looks like Luka has taken over as the captain now. He's captain of the team now. Because usually they always show LeBron standing there. So it looks like Luka's the man now for LA. So that's going to be the next game coming up, guys. But before I end this stream, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the season stats and the playoff picture as it stands right now. Playoff picture right now in the Western Conference is looking like it's shaping up to be the Dallas Mavericks. Actually, there's going to be a OKC is moving up because remember, in case you guys weren't in on this, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was hurt earlier in the season. That's why their record is not higher. But since he's come back, as you see, they were at one point they were the number 6 seed. They're not there anymore because Shai came back. They've been kicking ass ever since Shai came back. As a matter of fact, they kicked Team Larry Bird twice. Team Larry Bird played them twice and lost to them twice. So they're moving up. They probably might catch that. I think they're a game and a half behind Dallas for the number 2 spot. I see them catching them because their defense is phenomenal. Golden State was up there, but they just been falling off. Like Steph and the boys, man, they were the number 3 seed at one point. Now they're just dwindled down. The Lakers are moving up though. The Lakers were down here at one point. They're moving up, so this is a big game for them. They're on the bubble to try to get the 8th seed here. So this is a big game for them playing Showtime. They need this game. Because they're not going to win. I believe they're in the same division as them. Are we in the same division? Yeah. They're not going to win the division because we're going to win the division outright. I mean, Showtime is like 19 and a half games ahead of the next closest team in the Pacific Division. They're not going to win the division. But what they can do is move up by the standings. And that could give them an opportunity to have an outside chance of catching. Let's take a look and see what's going on over there with the Pelicans. Yeah, they can have, because the Pelicans, they're not going to win the division either. So if they catch that record, they can move up and catch the Pelicans and take that 8th seed. But they're going to have to beat Team Showtime. They're going to have to beat Team Showtime. Now, what's interesting is that win against Team Larry has now given Ja and the boys an outside chance of moving up too. Because if New Orleans tanks the season, they can move to the AFC as well. So a lot of things are playing out here, and then this playoff push. A lot of storylines are going on here. But the main one is the last 24 hours. Team Larry Bird dropping a man. They were cruising. They lost that game. So they lost that game to the OKC about 3 weeks ago. Got back on track with Brooklyn. Then they had the Subway Series with Magic. Lost the first game. Bird took them home in the second. Game winning. If you missed that game, go watch that. Watch the second game. You might want to watch the first one, because the first one was a showcase by Showtime. But watch the one with Bird, Team Larry, and Showtime, where Team Larry Bird is going to Las Vegas. That's the one you need to watch, because that was just Magic and Bird gave you a taste. If they meet in the finals, it's gonna be special, because man, it was amazing, man. The plays that were being made in that game were just insane. So they eked out a victory here. They beat the Knicks by 5. They held off the Spurs by 9 points. Took care of the Clippers, and then they ran into a monster. They had no rest, had to travel, because they were at home for these 3 games, then traveled, and then just ran into a monster. Now they got to go play Utah, and Utah ain't going to be easy. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at their team. Let's see what Utah features. Let's take a look and see what Utah features. Utah starting 5. They got Keontae George, Colin Sexton. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. John Collins, that front line is nice. Yeah, they got a pretty good front line. And Walker Kessler. There's Lauri Markkanen right there. He must be coming off the bench right now. Maybe have him as a 6th man probably. So there you go. They have a pretty formidable. That's a formidable front line. So again, if you know Team Larry Bird is front court oriented. So, and they match up fairly well. However, Bryce Sensabaugh, get ready, because you got the Bird man. He's gonna be guarding Bird most likely. So get ready, son. You're in for education. Because we know one thing: if Team Larry Bird goes down, it goes down with Larry Bird shooting. That's one thing we know. Bird ain't gonna fold his tent. If he gonna go down, he gonna go down shooting. So with that being said, guys, man, what a game that was. Ja Morant and Jaron Jackson holding court. I just want to take this time to humbly ask you guys, if you like this content, if you like what I'm doing over here with these basketball scenarios from Legends of the Past, putting them in today, just to showcase the pluses and minuses of how it would look for the players of today and the players of yesteryear, go ahead and consider subscribing to my channel, hit the notification bell, and check out some more of my content, man. I got other stuff going on with an already completed season of 1991 Michael Jordan in the modern era. I also have 1962 Will Chamberlain, 2006 Kobe Bryant, and what else do I have? There's so much going on. I have to recall all this. Currently, you're watching the 86 Larry Bird and 87 Magic Johnson in the modern era series. And just to reiterate, all the teams are built with modern day players with an expansion draft that I have handpicked with rules. Now they have rules, and those rules can be found on the description of all the video, on all the playlists. You can find the rules there. But the rules are that they cannot have a player over an 85 overall at the start of the draft. Players get better. You know, chemistry affects players' abilities, and there are also in-season trades that can happen. But that's how it played out. So basically, it's a long-winded way of me saying no super teams. Because it would make no sense for me to bring Magic and Bird. Oh, yeah, let me get them LeBron and Luka and see what they do. Well, they're going to win the championship. That's what they're going to do. And then we're going to lose a game. You give Magic Johnson, LeBron James, and put them on a team with Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic, and then you have Damian Lillard coming off the bench with Halliburton. Oh, what's going to happen? Gee, I wonder. Well, they're going to win. That'd be boring, you know. But yeah, guys, that's what I got going on over here. Also, you know, I also do some pretty cool stuff with shooters. By the way, from my shooting community, people that like shooting, The RoboCop Rogue City DLC is coming out in less than a week. I will be getting that, and I will be streaming that. So you'll be able to see the RoboCop Rogue City DLC. My RoboCop Rogue City playthrough is on my channel if you guys want to go check that out. That game is so good. It's so fun. I mean, like, dude, it is. I never thought I'd see a game accurately represent RoboCop the way that he kills people. I mean, the Auto 9 on there is just to die for. So I highly recommend you guys go check that game out. So with that being said, guys, I will bring this stream to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. But consider subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell so we can get these things ranked up on the algorithm so people can come along for the journey. And we can put back on the map 5-on-5 simulation basketball and get away from all the my player stuff. You know, I think that we need to get back to just good old fashioned what the game is supposed to be. 5 guys working together around a superstar. you're going to have your star, but the star is nothing without his teammates helping him out, and start helping his teammates out. So I'm going to bring this stream to an end. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July out there, wherever you guys are. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. Peace, guys. Take care.